topic wherein stress and total elongation in an uniformly tapering rectangular section bar. So last time when we took the diameter, so that is the round bar. So now we will going to take up it is a rectangular bar, and this is also an important topic which is in the lot of times they have asked this question in the examination. So here we have a bar of uniform thickness. So we have the thickness of the bar which will be equal to T, and having the larger bigger end A and the smaller end B. Having the length of the bar will be equal to L, and when we are considering the section at a distance of x, and this will be having a thickness which will going to be dx. Now we will going to solve this or derive this expression for the total elongation. So let the modulus of elasticity, let E will be equal to the modulus of elasticity of the material. Modulus of elasticity of the bar. Elasticity of the bar. Then P will be axial force applied. Capital P is nothing but the axial force applied. So now we will consider the change in width over the length. Change in width. Change in width in length L. In length L. So here, so what is the change in width? The change in width will be equal to, for the over the entire length will be equal to, so this much. So this is the section what we have, and here, so this is the section what we have. This is the actual material which we are removing. So this is the, suppose if it is a rectangular bar, so this will going to be the condition. So this will be the condition. So here what is the change in width over the length L, which will be equal to A minus D. So this will be A minus B, and this is also A minus B. The total value which will be the A minus B total will be divided by 2. So this will be also divided by 2. So the total amount of these two will going to become A minus B. So length will be equal to A minus B. Then rate of change of width. So what is the rate of change of width? Rate of change of width. Rate of change of width. That is K will be equal to A minus B. What is the rate over the entire length will be A minus B by L. So that means if you are considering A minus B, for the entire length what we are considering will be the rate for the individual section. So that means it will be divided by L. Whatever the length you have, if you divide that, you are going to get the rate for an individual element. So consider an elemental length dx. Consider an elemental length. Consider an elemental length. Elemental length dx at a distance. At a distance x from the larger end. From the larger end. From the larger end. Now, let C be the width of the bar. Let C be the width of the bar at this section. At this section. At this section. So what does it mean? So we are considering the width of the section which will be C. So that means this is the section what we are considering, and this what will going to be the width C. So according to this, therefore C will be equal to A minus K into X. A minus K into X. So what is that? That will be equal to A minus what is K? A minus B by L into X. So that will be equal to, therefore, so what will be the expression? Cross-sectional area of the elemental set. So now we found out what is the value of C now. So once we found out the value of C, so what is the cross-sectional area? The cross-sectional area of the elemental, the cross-sectional area of the element, cross-sectional area of the elemental section. So what is the cross-sectional area of the elemental section? Since we have the rectangular bar of cross-section here, so we know the value of C, which is equal to C is equal to A minus K into X, multiplied by the thickness is going to be the cross-sectional area. So in the round bar it is pi d square by 4. Here, since it is a rectangular cross-section, it will be length into breadth. So here in this case, length into thickness or the width into thickness, which will be equal to A minus K into X into T. So therefore, the elongation of the element, now we will going to consider what is the elongation of the element. So elongation of the element will be equal to elongation of the element will be equal to, what is that? It is P into L by K into E. So this is the formula where P is P into length of the element is dx. So what is the area of the cross section of the element? Area of the cross section of the element is A minus K into X into T, and material property is Young's modulus. So therefore, total elongation of the bar delta L, total elongation of the bar, total elongation of the bar, which is delta L, will be equal to integral of P into dx divided by A minus K into X into T into E. So here, since the total elongation means from 0 to the maximum length of the bar, which is equal to L. So that will be equal to 0 to L is the upper limit and the 0 to lower limit to the upper limit. So 0 is the lower limit and upper limit is 0. From here 0, that is the lower limit to the upper limit, which is L. So now we will see P is the, so we are going to identify which are all the constants. So here P is the axial force which is applied, which is a constant for that particular member. T is also a thickness of the member, which will be a constant for that particular member, and E is the Young's modulus of the material, so which is a constant. So therefore, we are going to get P by T into E into integration between the limit 0 to L dx divided by A minus K into X. So that will be equal to, so on integration, P by T into E into minus 1 by K into log of A minus K into X to base E by 0 to L. K into X 0 to L. So that will be equal to P TEK P by TE into K into. So now we will apply this equation, which will be minus log A minus K into L minus A into K into L. Again, so here we have minus. So then the upper limit, again this is 0, minus into minus. So here we will consider, first we are going to take minus here. So this will be equal to log of a minus k into l to base e minus. So now we are applying the lower limit. This term becomes 0. So that is minus log a to base e. So we have applied the limits now. Now we will go to open out. So here, once you are considering this, that will be equal to p by te into k into minus log e of a minus k into l plus log e to base e. So this is how we will go to get it inside. So now, what is k? K is nothing but a minus b by l. So now we will go to apply the substitute the value of k. K is nothing but a minus b by l. So now we are going to substitute delta l will be equal to p by te into k is a minus b by l into minus log e, that is log of a minus k is again minus a minus b by l into l, okay, plus log a to base e, log a to base e. Now when you are applying this will go to the numerator. So p into l by t into e into a minus b. So this l and this l will get cancelled into minus log. So a minus a plus b to base e plus log e to base e. So now, so a minus a gets cancelled. So that will be, so this a and this a will get cancelled. So that will be equal to p into l divided by t into e into a minus b into minus log b to base e plus log a to base e. So this is of the form of log of m by n, that will be equal to, so this is in the form of log of m by n. So that is when log of m by n will be to base e will be equal to log n to base e plus log n to base e, log of m minus n. So that will be log of m minus n. So this is of this form. So now we will going to apply this equation, that will be equal to p into l by t into a minus b into log of what is a by b to base e, log of a by base e. So therefore total elongation of the rectangular bar, therefore total elongation of the rectangular cross sectional bar of rectangular cross sectional bar, which is delta l will be equal to p into l divided by t into e into a minus b into log of a by b to base e. So this will going to be the final expression for the rectangular bar. So when we have the maximum stress in the bar and the maximum stress in the bar which is sigma max will be equal to applied load by least cross sectional area So what is that? Sigma maximum will be equal to sigma maximum is the applied load is a constant for that particular material wherein we have the axial load of P and the least cross sectional area. Suppose if you take A into T is constant for that material. So A is for that member. Suppose if you consider A into T will be bigger than B into T. So then what happens? The stress will be less when you have at the bigger end. When you have the smaller end, stress will be maximum. So that will be equal to B into T. So this is how we will be able to find out or derive the total elongation of the bar and also the maximum stress of the rectangular tapering bar.